Welcome. My name is Henry, and this is my brand new series. This will be probably something like a podcast, only talk, no video games this time. And I was thinking whether I should upload those videos on this channel or to create a new channel, but since there is literally zero people, I decided that I can continue here on this YouTube channel, and hopefully some of you might like this kind of podcasts. And I think I will be uploading one video a week, sometimes maybe two. I don't know. It will come as the future will go, and I don't know what to say. And the first episode of this podcast will be talking about languages in general. I mean, foreign languages, native languages, and all that stuff. So I guess there will be also Bone Trussell music in the background. Hopefully, it's not too loud. And if you have any advice for me or anything you want to tell me, just feel free to comment down below here. And I will be grateful for every other advice. So most of you are unfamiliar with my YouTube channel, and I don't expect you to watch my older videos. I hardly don't recommend you to watch the old videos. It's just a waste of your time. So I'm gonna introduce myself. As I said, I'm Henry, and I'm a student. I want to learn English, and that's the only reason why I decided to create this YouTube channel. My only purpose was to improve my speaking skills because I'm able to read books, but I don't live in the environment of English speaking people, so I have very limited options to, improve my speaking skills, and I decided that I'm kind of savvy on this YouTube. I used to be a very successful YouTuber here in Slovakia back then. I mean, I was not that big popular, but having more than 300 subscribers does kind of make you a little bit popular, because that's relatively big number. So for me, I knew how to do this YouTube channel, and I wanted some challenge, which was this new channel. So I decided, as I said, to run this, and maybe draw some crowd here to gain some fans. But once I started, I realized it will not be that easy as I previously thought, because the competition is huge, and I was new, my English sucked. Once I saw something very peculiar or the game was intense, I tend to stutter and I couldn't react at the time. So the gameplay was nothing special. That was the game that's already uploaded on here on YouTube by much more better YouTubers, and me as a person, I was still very, very bad at expressing the emotions here, so obviously there was literally zero subscribers. The number is still here, and as long as my English was still getting better and better, I was happy with the progress, and I didn't care about this channel. So that's why I was inactive for 6 months, and lately I decided to come back to start uploading again, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And I've been having and thinking about this idea for a very long time, so I'm glad I finally decided to record this video, and I'm here. And once I brainstorm what should be the first topic I can talk about, I mean, the languages were the obvious idea here, so I decided that it can be good for you, because I think many of you are in the same position as me, because I'm a learner, I'm not a native speaker, and some of you probably aren't as well. So you might wonder, how can I improve my language skills? And this, as I said, was one of my decisions. However, English is not the only language I want to learn. I also am on a Russian-oriented high school, which doesn't mean we worship Putin or anything like that. We pretty much learn Russian. We'll learn about the culture, which is great. I mean, if you say, because I know these white people has no culture memes, but this definitely doesn't apply to Russia. They have a beautiful country, beautiful customs. Well, some people are very odd. That's story for another time. But and I know about the political situation, and once I visited Russia, I realized how much I love my country and how much I'm fortunate I wasn't born there. By the way, no offense to Russians. And as I said, I learned Russian. I speak Russian, though I don't know if you want to hear something. Maybe I will talk Russian at the end of this video, but I speak Russian as well, and uh, my previous plan was to include Russian videos on this channel. And if you would go to the one of the oldest videos here uploaded, you can find there is a first informational video of me explaining why did I start with this channel, and on the view picture of that video you can find there are three flags: English flag of England, symbolizing that I'm learning English; flag of Russia, that stands for Russian; and there is also Swedish flag. But since recording that video, I didn't do anything that has something common with Swedish, cause I somehow oriented more on German, which I try to learn right now, but I'm a beginner, and also I a little bit speak Finnish, but that's really a little. And White Finnish, that's also a topic for another time, but those languages, by the way, if you want to learn German or Swedish, I definitely recommend you, because my aunt can speak fluently German, and she told me that Swedish is in grammar literally the same. The grammar is very similar, so I guess once you learn one of these languages, you can just learn vocabulary of the other, and voila, you can speak. Even though I know it's not that easy, because if that would have been easier, I would be. If that was easier, I would have been uploading more videos, and I would have been making this many mistakes while speaking and while writing, the stuff. But I guess it's necessary when you want to improve and when you want to move forward. And I can tell you that learning German, most of the people hate it, because it's, according to them, very difficult in my country especially. But I feel like it's a beautiful language, and I would like to learn it one day. Also, I can mention Chinese, because I had a classmate who at primary school who had been learning Chinese because she lived there, so she could speak Chinese, and that was also a very good language, and it has a potential right now. So if you can speak Chinese, it's a really great skill. Unless you are a Chinese guy, then it's kinda normal that you speak Chinese, but this is a great language, and if there is someone who speaks Chinese, tell me in comments what do you think of the language, whether it's worth learning or not. And I guess I guess the speaking practice is important, as I previously said, which I can snowball by saying this to my Russian experience because I once attended figure skating classes. Yes, that happened. Me, a hockey player, attending and learning pirouettes and all the other tricks. And I met there a Russian speaking girl from my school. I didn't know her before, but we started to talk, and she didn't speak very much Slovak, so I turned to Russian, which was a very, very funny experience considering that I couldn't speak a word, but I decided to let's try it because I was younger and I was not that good at Russian, and we were speaking all the time together in Russian, and after a while I realized that, oh man, speaking, it's helping me, and I could speak more and more and much better. And there is a pause. And as I said, the language that speaking Russian and practicing is does help me, and it was great, to be honest. And yes, I think I enjoyed it, and she was rather very very surprised that I can speak Russian. And after a while, after a few months, she realized that, man, your language got so much better. And I capitalized on it during this World Championship of ice hockey here in Bratislava. I went to hockey game of Russia against Italy, and one Russian fan got his seat next to me. By the way, I was wearing my Tampa Bay Lightning outfit, and he was like, he said all three names of players who play for Russia, and I started to talk to him, and man, that his surprised face, he was totally startled. He didn't know how to react, so we started to talk more and more, and it turned out that he is such a cool guy, and we talked during the intermissions, and it was great. So I guess learning Russian is definitely worth, especially if you are from Europe, because there is so many Russians here, and it's definitely worth learning. I enjoyed it, and I can tell you a few sentences in Russian, though I warn you that I'm not master. I'm still learning. I began learning just 2 years ago, so consider that I'm still just upper intermediate or something like that. It's B1 level pretty much, maybe B1 plus. Мы можем перевернуть на русский язык. Как знаете, произношение нехорошее у меня. Ну и каждый слышит, что я не так хорошо еще говорю, но уже могу общаться с русскими, потому что как я когда где-то читал, что чтобы вы поняли 90% текста, вам надо знать первых 1000 наиболее использованных слов. И поэтому этот словарный запас нужен для общения. Ну и, по-моему, я очень нервничаю и волнуюсь сейчас говорить перед микрофоном, потому что я знаю, что это видео будет публикировано, и я и не знаю, если это слово существует, но меня тоже никто не понимает, поэтому я могу говорить что-нибудь хочу. Ну, сейчас вернемся на английский язык. So as you heard, I speak Russian, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe in future I will include speaking of other languages, and I know this topic, it wasn't that entertaining, but maybe in future, as I said, I will master this speaking, because I have two problems. I speak totally different when I'm alone, because I have my braces that can be taken out during the day, and once I put them in my mouth, those are the braces, not that one that you wear daily, but the one you take out for day and you wear them only during the night when you are asleep. And wearing them and talking, that's a great practice, how to get better at articulation, because I worked at internship at television, and I was advised to put my finger to my mouth and talk like that. That's a great way how to improve your, as I said, your pronunciation, and you speak much more clear. And I realized that I can get the very same effect from wearing braces. So that's two useful stuff at once: wearing braces and speaking and training. So I switched to English so I can speak English, and wearing them and training the pronunciation skills, which I've started just a couple of days ago, but I can tell you that it's much better. And after months of speaking English, I realized that I speak very fast, and I am also very good at it. Not master, but definitely better than when I started back then in August. So I realized that I'm great, but also not recording those videos, I realized that I have some imaginary boundaries here, because once I record microphone, I start to think, oh man, you can't make any mistakes because you are going to this is going to be recorded, you are going to embarrass yourself on the internet, which I'm not, cause no one is going to watch this video, but still. And I was like, I get nervous here on the camera, and I want to break those imaginary limits. I need to improve it, because once I started doing those videos, I was like, man, I can speak and it's getting better and better. Oh man, what a start, what a training, what a drills. But once I started to talk to teacher, I was super nervous, I was stuttering, I was stammering, but it's getting better, and I realized that I can get rid of this bad habit only by practicing. So that's why I decided to record these videos, despite my anxiety to speak much more, and I'm not that timid of those videos anymore. So this was the first episode of the Let's Talk, probably a shorter one, but this is the pilot, and hopefully you like it, and hopefully I will maintain that cadence of uploading videos, one video of this speaking per week, maybe more, we will see. If you like it, please consider giving a thumbs up, and also, if you notice that I say something grammatically incorrect, or you have some other expression for that word, feel free to comment me, because that's why I do this. I want to improve. So if you have some advice, what helped you to learn English, I will be so happy to learn something from you guys. So if we are going to build a community here, we can help each other in the comments. I want to make some friendly atmosphere here. So yes, if you have any advice, feel free to comment them. I would be just happy for them. And see you guys in another video. So I know this topic wasn't that entertaining, but I promise you it will get much more funnier in the future. So thank you, and see you in next video. Bye.